Hello. Oh, oh. Hello everyone. Here we are. Welcome to. We don't have an intro today. Apologies for that. There was no time to do one, but we're here at round 10 in season 12 of Bahrain. Just testing this out, sorry. So, we will turn on all the thingamabobs. But, currently, as things stand, the championship is extremely tight. And when I mean extremely tight, I mean extremely tight. Trophy is in the lead with 137 points. Maple in the lead in second with 134. And Phoenix with 133. So 4 points separate the top three. And with 5 rounds left, this could be a crucial round for the championship. So Trophy, I believe, is on an outlap now, but we'll stick on board with Futuristic. There's outlap. I believe Trophy's right behind him. Yeah, Trophy is right behind him, so we'll go onto him. Meanwhile, what was this? Racing Point very much leading the standings with, I believe it's Williams just behind. I totally did not try to jinx the race by saying it was gonna rain. Hopefully it did. I don't know what's going on here. There's a Mercedes who seems to be racing the Racing Point. He's gonna have to wait though, surely. I believe that's Jack. He's pulled behind. Alright, so right on board here for a lap of Bahrain, going down the first DRS straight, first of 2 DRS straights up into 8th gear, across the line a little bit further behind here, just a bit after the curb starts, down into 2nd gear, then short shift to 3rd, or not, and then try and straight line this corner because it's very easy to lose the back end, then straight line the next one, and then DRS. Just as the 100 meter board goes past, you want to use much of the left and then swoop in right up into 5th gear, hug the inside curb and then the other inside curb, run wide, 7th gear, roughly about midway point. You could afford to go wide here and then get a cut exit up to 6th. Here it's really wherever you fancy. I do it just as the curb starts down into 4th gear. Seems to be a perfect line there, Dropey. DRS straight, 3rd DRS straight, 3rd and final DRS straight. Here, just as you pass the crane on the right, that's your braking and turning in point. Seems to be very solid, but I do remember now why I believe he is using pad hacks. But here, straight line down into 4th gear, give it in 4th, and flat out exit. And then the final corner, just as the curb starts here on the left, that's your braking point. Down to 3rd, then short shift to 4th, so that you get the best traction possible. And that is a lap of Bahrain. It's going to be a really good lap here. It's a 25.6. Jack crosses the line, so it's a 26.9. So 25.6 is a really good time, a really good banker. Latuzzi and Lipson are slipstreaming each other, I believe. Latuzzi slamming on the brakes. I believe he might want to go on the mediums after. Michelini comes across the line. Futuristic has invalidated his lap. Or I believe he was just setting a banker. Maple is coming out of the pits now. Let's see. Oh, Phoenix set his lap on the mediums with 26.8. So he's looking to do a mediums hards as R10 goes P2 with a 26.6. So currently, Dropey with his banker lap proves to be pretty quick around here. Maple on his outlap will try and challenge that. What on earth? There's a Romeo going very wide. Maple on his outlap. Oh god. Clean. Whoa. Yeah, it looked like he was going off there for a sec. Fox is on a lap. Well, I mean, he was almost not on a lap more by going wide. Let's see what this lap can do. He's on the medium, so I won't expect it to be pole, but I would expect around the late 26s. This is a 6-1 on the mediums. I believe you want to do like a 5-8, but that is depends whether or not if you yeet it into this final corner. Looks pretty yeety to me, as long as he gets a good exit. Looks like it's going to be indeed a late 26. Actually a late 27, unfortunately for Fox. 27.6. Still quicker than some soft runners. Maple now, the man in P2 in the championship, is going to set a lap. Now I don't know if he's quick or slow around here, but it seems like oh god. Maple, your internet seems to be a bit all over the place. And that could just be me, though. I really don't think that's me. Is it me? No, it's not me. Maple, you have the Anthony Davidson Wi-Fi. No. Either how. Hopefully that fixes itself further we go on, but I didn't catch his first split because of that. Maple will be hoping to put a respectable time considering his teammates in P1. Ooh. Cuts way too much of that inside curve that it will unsettle his time. It's a late 4, which is a pretty good middle sector time, to be fair. Now, I don't think Team Orders will be a thing, considering they've pretty much won the Constructors, and now they're fighting for Drivers' Championships, respectively. Looks like it's going to be a 25 from Maple as well. It's a 20. Oh, maybe not. It's 26-1. A bit of delay there, so it's currently a 1-2 for the racing points. Moving further back though, let's see, can we catch anyone? There's a McLaren who's on a lap. We have Panicoy, who is coming across the final corner now. I don't know if this is Sandbag. Oh, he's in non-hot lap mode. It moves faster than Futuristic though, to be fair. I believe Pixel is going to be the next one to start a lap. As Poofy Waffles is just in front of him. He is quite close behind. Hopefully for Pixel he doesn't catch up to Poofy Waffles in the near future. Bit of back end loss. Seems to be a really tidy turns 1 and 2. And the black Mercedes looks really well in these next gen lighting, I guess, that was brought in F1 2019. It does shine as Pixel goes purple in sector 1. However, he has caught up to Poofy Waffles to the point where dirty air will be inevitable. So I don't think Pixel knows that Poofy Waffles is on a lap. But I mean, he's gonna have to find out sooner or later. I think he found out now, and yeah, he has gone wide. Don't think this will hinder his lap too much, as long as he doesn't run into the back. Okay, Poofy Waffles has basically killed himself, so that has gone that out the way. But now Pixel did lose a bit of time, I'd say, in the middle. Oh, he's invalidated that lap, so that's always nice. As Latozzi, even if Pixel was on a lap, didn't get out the way too nicely, so really Pixel was very much blocked this entire lap, and it looks like the same thing's gonna happen again. Latozzi is starting his lap, and Pixel, yeah, he's recharging, so yeah. Can't see anyone else on the lap. Can we catch someone who is on a lap? Levson's on a lap, looking to improve on to 27.3. Lepson going through the quick left right uphill corner. Does a 5.3, 3/10 up at his time. This lap will put him in provisional P8. We'll see if he has more time to find the number 35 man. Comes across the final corner now. DRS is activated. Comes across the line and sets a 27 flat and goes up to P8. Phoenix, who is a second up on his time, by the way, 1.1 seconds, that means he will go to P2. So the Phoenix we were all expecting to see has finally showed up, and it looks like it's even going to be a potential pole. He does go provisional pole position by just over 3900s, 4900s, my bad. So top two really close to each other, and Maple just about 6 tenths behind P2. Lepson was a tenth by the time he's already on that. Mars has been disqualified from the session. Don't know why. I don't see him on the map anywhere. Trying to see if I can find someone on the lap. His 2 tenths up is Dorosab. Oh god, he's definitely not going to be 2 tenths up after that. He might still be, who knows. But moving up, we'll see his second sector times as he goes up the oh god, he goes up and wide. He's 4 tenths down his time. Is he out on keyboard? That looks very keyboard like inputs. Wait. So the more you know, yeah, that is definitely keyboard. Yeah, wow, okay, so Dorostab, quicker than Pandakoi on a keyboard, so Pandakoi, step up your game. But no, seriously, keyboard plebs, always big respect to them, considering he even sets a respectable time of 28, and he's cut that corner, so he's definitely gonna recharge this lap, but already a 28 on keyboard is impressive. I would probably set a 35 easily. But keyboard plebs are always the best kind of plebs. Oh, Maple on the lap. Hello. Comes across the final corner now. I don't know if it's an improvement. It looks to be an improvement on the time machine. It's going to be a 25. It's going to be a 25.5. It looked like it was a 25.1. So look at that. The 2 racing points separated by 2 milliseconds, and the top 3 separated by 49 hundredths. So really, these top 3 are in a league of their own, and right now it's kind of reversed to the current standings. Stropey P1, Maple P2, Phoenix P1, P3, and now it's Phoenix P1, Maple P2, and Stropey P3. So really, these 3 are giving us the championship battle we all wanted to see. Unfortunately, with Iason gone and Ruthful gone, those puts those challengers out of the mix. And I believe Ruthful won pretty early as well. So that just shows his dominance, how that has allowed other drivers to show their dominance. But no offense, Maple, I would have never thought Maple would be in a championship position. That is not because he is slow, but that is because he's being hidden from likes of Ice and Ruthful and in company last season. So he was the quickest in the midfield. Now he's one of the quickest overall. A few podiums and a couple of wins, I believe, under his belt. He is definitely looking to extend perhaps his championship hopes today and bring it to Azerbaijan. There are 4 more races after this one. I believe there's Azerbaijan, Monaco. No. There's a track, and then there's another track. Oh, Australia, I believe, is the second last one. I think it's Azerbaijan something, Australia, then Abu Dhabi maybe, I'm not sure. But we'll know in due time. I presume Kalini going to finish his lap now. Originally a 27.8. Let's see if he can improve and try and set a early 27, and he sets a mid 27-ish, 27.6 doesn't improve any position so far, actually stays the same. So he'll be looking to come back in the pits. Let's see, Pixel on the medium tires is coming out. Looks like a couple of drivers are trying to go mediums hards. It's run out of ERS, comes across the line and goes P10. So in a decent position, because if anyone behind him improves, he'll be in P11, P12. So you know he's on that verge of all medium tires either way. I believe people will start coming out now. I don't know how delayed my timing screen is, but considering there's still quite a few people in the pits, I'd say there's probably at 2:20 minutes by now, something like that. DS coming across the line. Yeah, people are starting to come across, starting to get up the pits now. As we're going board with R10. That's a really bad camera angle for turn 1. I have to look at the pit lane exit to see people crossing turn 1, but yeah, people are starting to come out now, so I'd say there is probably a minute 40-ish seconds left on the clock, so it is kind of tight. That's why you were disqualified then, Mars, I guess. Yeah, that does suck. But hey, last the first challenge, yes. It is doable. Never done it, but never plan on doing it either, but I definitely know a few drivers who have done it. Kalini has retired in the pits. And I believe that's all. Yeah. Someone's letting someone by at the final corner. I believe that's R10. Or Darius. Whoever's out lap goes out first, that is the driver. It was Darius. So R10 now looking to improve from a 26.9. Really, if he improves by even a couple tenths, he will boost up the timing sheets because it's very close in that midfield area. So DS in his McLaren will come across the line and shoots up to provisional pole position with a 1:25.2. Holy, I was not expecting that at all. He improved by 1.5 seconds, so DS is your provisional pole sitter. So Phoenix, Maple, and Dropey all need to improve by 3 tenths if they want to get a chance at pole position. That is absolutely insane. But now Maple and Dropey are sitting laps. Dropey is only improving by 0.08 of a second. That won't be enough to sneak up on pole position. He needs to find 3 tenths in this final corner, which, yes, I am laughing because it seems quite far-fetched. But Darius will now come across the line and see if he can even sneak up on the front row of the grid. Dropey comes across the line and goes P2 with a 1.515. Now, next person to come across... Oh, Maple spun with Panicoy. So, I don't know if these two got together, but he's still moving, Maple, so definitely not that big of an accident. But there is a McLaren DS, definitely don't know if that was intentional, but he was in front. Now Phoenix, will he be able to sneak himself back on the front row, or even sneak himself back into pole position? Maple, unfortunately, after that spin, won't be able to challenge for pole or even improve. DS retires. Really, it's all eyes now on Phoenix, who I believe he has Poofy Waffles in front of him. He is improving by 1/10 of a second, 1/10 and 300ths. So he's doing a 0.4 now, so he needs to find 2 tenths in this final corner or something in order to sneak himself on pole. Goes across, seems to be a pretty respectable final sector, but will he be able to sneak himself onto pole position or even in the front row of the grid? He goes P2, just barely edging out P1 DS. Oh, that is very unfortunate. That could have been an Abu Dhabi moment there where Max Verstappen barely gets it. But that is your grid. DS out of nowhere puts himself on pole position with Phoenix tightly behind in P2. Then the 2 racing points, P3, P4 in the second row. Then the Tazi Darius, P5, P6. Then 2 Mercedes locking out the 4th row of the grid. Then R10 Pandacoy running up best of the rest. And then Lipson best of the rest, sorry. And then Fox, Dorosab, Kalini, Futuristic, Booby Waffles, and Mars, who was disqualified. So, very interesting stuff here. battle for the win is definitely out there. No idea who can win this race. I have no idea who will win this race. Right now, I don't have, based on what I've just seen, I don't really have any real reason to believe anything. Right, look at that. Oh, Maple has a 5-place grid penalty. Oh, that sucks. So he's going down to P9. So Maple's going down to P9, so really it's going to have to be a comeback drive, and Pixel now is in P7 on those mediums. So really this race is up to anyone. Like, I mean, there is literally nothing I can't predict this. I cannot predict this, but that hinders Maple's championship chances by a crap ton. Alright, as we wait for everyone to line up on the grid, I'm going to take a sip of water because I need it. Oh, so confirmation there. You got a big collision with DS, and Panakoi was dead next to him, so that was a weird accident. I don't know. I didn't see. I just saw him. I just saw Panakoi without a wheel to the right of him, and then ultimately, Maple facing the wrong direction. So here we go. The updated grid. Maple does fall back to P9, so that hinders his chances quite a bit. But DS out of nowhere gets pole position. That is crazy stuff. My wheel does not want to go to TV pod if my life depended on it. So this is the broadcast cam. Learn to enjoy it, because I can't. There we go. Turn on everything. So we will look on we will look on tires. So everyone's opted to go on the softs. Bar Pixel, who's in P7 on the mediums. And then everyone from P10 to P17 has gone onto the medium tires. So Pixel, you know, he's going mediums to hard. He'll have the best tire while on the grid at the front of the pack. So I would not count him out as well. DS, we'll have to see whether or not if it was just a one season wonder here, a one quali wonder, and see if he can actually put his race pace if he could put his pace into race pace. There we go. I was looking for the right word. Phoenix, we definitely know he's quick race pace wise. Dropey as well. Maple as well. Now we'll just have to see if Maple can come back. And also Pixel is very much in the mix as well. And also every driver in between, with all due respect, they do all have a chance of getting a good result today. Bahrain, there is a massive DRS train. I remember in EGL, in the tournaments, there was definitely a massive DRS train. Like everyone from P1 to P20 at the end of lap 5 were all within a second of each other. They were all in a DRS train, so it is a pretty big DRS train. But I don't think we will get that today. I think there will be a more spread it out field. Hopefully for us, like it's not the same for the next 29 laps. But as DS picks up his first pole position, I believe, or at least first pole position that I remember, rightfully so, puts that McLaren into P1, then a Williams at P2 with a Racing Point P3, and Alfa Romeo P4. That is not a top 4 that you would see every day. But here we are for the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. DS leads as we have 5 lights. and it's lights out, and away we go. Kalini gets an awesome start. He's already up into P1 because he is, oh shoot, an Alpha Tauri has hit the wall. But as we go back, Dropey has actually challenging DS into turn 1, and it looks like, I can't see with that Williams in the way, but Kalini, who's up into P3 now, will definitely have to, once he connects, rejoin back, as Maple, who's all over the place, into P9. He hasn't had a good start either, nor is Pixel, as there's a big crash at the back. The two Runos getting a bit touchy. I did not just say touchy. Oh god, 3 wide into a corner that never goes well, and then Alpha Tauri has spun and he's hit the Ferrari, who's actually trying to go around the outside. That was never gonna go well. I don't know why the Ferrari lunged it around the outside, but pretty much killed him, as Lutazzi goes out super wide because he has front wing damage. I'm surprised we haven't had a VSC or anything of that matter, but front wing damage does Lutazzi have. The Pixel, who started P7, is on the mediums, I remember. I remind you, and we do have a virtual safety car because Fox is spun on the exit, and I believe it's crashed out, so that will allow everyone who has died to regain their positions, and Kalini, if he could, perhaps maybe let everyone by. Because of the start glitch, but I believe that everyone with front wing damage now will be able to reset, go to the pits, as Maple is in P8 now, so he hasn't lost too much time either. Kalini gets a drive-through penalty, and Pixel gets one as well. So Kalini, having to let everyone by, will definitely let everyone by now because of his time penalty. But now Phoenix looking very lively on the back of Dropey. Will he get him into turn 1? Tries to outbreak him, try and go around the outside, tries to do something, looks down the inside, doesn't get it done. Dropey cuts it off. He turns on the ERS, both turning on the ERS, and trying to get in front one another. Doesn't seem to will do it this lap. But now Maple looking to catch up to the two Mercedes boys in P6, P5 respectively. Don't think Pixel will fight. Is that a drive-through penalty? I'm trying to check real quick. Hold on. It is a drive-through, so Pixel, who's on an OP strategy, is now seeing himself basically on level pegging with everyone who's behind him. So that is not what Pixel wanted. Definitely mood crushing. As Mars gets a poor exit and lets the Renault go by. Don't know if that was intentional, but definitely seemed a bit slow on my end. So, oh, front wing damage. Does Poofy have? Moving up the grid. These three seem to be quite close to each other. He's using a lot of ERS, and I don't think it's a smart decision to go down a move in the final corner. I'd say probably Pixel will box this lap, as DS is the fastest lap, showing that he is the quickest on field, as Pixel does box the service drive-through penalty. Maple will now aim to get in front of the Mercedes, because the longer he is behind the Mercedes, the harder it will be to catch up to both his teammates and the Williams. He does have DRS though, so he will use that to good effect, I'd imagine. Moving further back down the grid, we don't have many people who are close to each other, so that DRS train idea has completely been shut out the window. It is quite a spread field. So now we'll watch what Maple can do. See if he'll be able to pull something off. As Pixel rejoins in front of Kalini. So he actually undercutted the drive-through penalty man. Lepson is the highest medium runner. With Mars, who I remind you started dead last, has found himself in P9. So, or has he found himself in P9? He has found himself in P9. Darius, the biggest loser out of all, losing 10 positions, unfortunately. The yellow flag, that is Poofy Waffles, I believe has continued his fair share of spins this season. As geez, Phoenix is very quick behind DS. He will get the DRS on this straight, but he does only have 17% ERS. So really, everything's going into DS's favor now. as Mars goes round the outside and gets the move done, but it looks like a switchback from R10 will mean that with the DRS he will be a sitting duck, and Mars loses that position to R10 ultimately on the softs. But oh god, almost a Ferrari Spinella as the Renault goes very wide there and rejoins our track behind the Ferrari driver, as Panacoy now has a really good view of this battle and will try to be, hey, how you doing, mind if I intervene? Poor exit from Mars means that R10 might sneak down the inside into this double left-hander. Ooh, a little bit of a bump there, and that's gonna not improve and not help his chances of surviving past Futuristic, as Futuristic looks to the inside, backs out of it. R10 and Mars, meanwhile, they're getting a switchback, and they're gonna run side by side up this double right-hander. And Panacoy, hello, how you doing? Round the outside. Will he get the move done? Ay, Jesus, as Mars loses the back end and smacks into Panacoy, but Panacoy with an awesome move round the outside there, and now Mars is coming under pressure from Futuristic as he tries to outbrake him, proceeds to outbrake himself, goes out wide, goes down to the Albon and Aiken dirt track, and now he's going to be forced to use up all of his ERS to try and stay in front. Futuristic with the most ERS will be able to defend, as now Panacoy is trying to see himself getting a double move in around this lap. He's on the better tire and he gets the move done, so Panacoy, who was in P10 at the start last lap, now finds himself into P8, so great stuff from him. But now we'll see 3 wide going into turn 3. Futuristic trying to look down the inside, doesn't get the move done, almost smashes in to Mars as R10 has lost the back end, and that means this Futuristic has rammed right into the back of him. So poor R10. R10 really was a sitting duck there. He's lost his front wing and he's on the medium tires as well. So now he's going to essentially find himself doing the same strategy the soft runners will be doing and box at the end of lap 6-ish. And very unfortunate stuff for the Williams driver. But don't count him out just yet. He's still in the DRS. Might be able to pull something off. I don't know what off. Maple hasn't been able to get in front of Jack. Jack hasn't been able to get in front of the Tozzy. Oh god, Phoenix going very wide there on the right. Dropey ain't able to challenge Phoenix. But as things stand, I believe Phoenix would catch up to Dropey in the standings, not by much though. Looks like the championship battle will be in between these two, and Maple will be roughly 5 to 6 points behind the P2, whoever's in P2. But that still does not change anything. 5 or 6 points is essentially just finishing P1 and someone finishing P2. And as I say that, Phoenix now finds himself with a 3-second time penalty, meaning that will hinder his chances of finishing in front of Dropey, because around here it is pretty difficult to get a time penalty if you are clean. I found myself in my 2 league races I did here, I got 0 warnings in each time, so I find it quite difficult to get penalties around here. However, if you do abuse turn 1, you will get a penalty for it, as Panacoy and Mars fighting side by side around here. Will they go side by side through here? Nope. But Futuristic coming out the pits now on the hard combo tires. I don't know if he'll be able to make those stick to the end. He might. It's not impossible, but it will be a struggle nonetheless. As Mars was a bit wide there, doesn't get the best of exits. I believe Panacoy is turning up his overtake. Might, he'll stay behind. Tries to put a bit of pressure on Mars. Does work. Mars does outbreak himself. Poopy Waffles retires in the pits. So unfortunately for Poopy Waffles, we've seen. Oh, as Mars is lost. Oh god, Mars is almost locked up and slammed into the path of Panacoy. So resets the track and continues. His tires will be very, very warm, as you could see. 110 degrees on both tires. As Phoenix blinks first and goes into the pits. Will it be a set of is that first stop? Is he going for a 2-stop? He's going soft mediums. Interesting. So he will be going to I'd say the end of lap 15, 16 on those tires, and then he'll probably go on the mediums until the end. So that is interesting from him. Panacoy with a very who seems to be very lively this race, goes up into P7. Gets the move done, and Bob's your uncle. I'm through. Panacoy making those mediums work like a charm. I wouldn't count him out of a podium here. Might be in P7, but look at Paris. In real life, was in last place at the end of lap 1. Ended up being the first man to cross the line at the end of the race. So I wouldn't count it out. Moving further up the grid, though, Dropey has lost to, oh wait, no, it was Phoenix who was in P2. Oh god, Dropey, where the hell are you going, man? So he went wide, and the gap was 2.6 seconds. It's 2.9, it's 2.8, it's 2.7, 2.6, because he did get the better exit, so to be fair, he didn't lose much time. However, he did make me lose one vessel of blood because of having a heart attack. He doesn't go into the pits, but Trophy, or DS on the other hand, with absolutely no ERS to fight with, has jack boxes. So Maple, as Mars gets himself a 3-second time penalty, as Maple now goes into P4, will have the DRS, so he will benefit from that down the first straight. That would give him a 3/4 boost to Latazzi. Now he just needs to hope he doesn't get overcutted to bits, because overcut is pretty powerful around here. Or not overcut, sorry, undercut is pretty powerful around here, because tire wear is pretty much everything. There's so many traction corners, there's so many grippy corners like this one. This involves a lot of grip. The bottom downhill braking that Latazzi is actually approaching now involves a lot of front tire grip, and if you have that extra braking power on the fresh softs, or on fresher tires, you will easily make it. So this track is a very, very tire intensive track, because there are a lot of things, a lot of tires, a lot of things to be killing the tires. But if people can make it to lap 9, lap 10 on the softs, then the hards will be a breeze to make it to the end. Really, that's where you want to be aiming. Anywhere from lap 8 to 10 is the ideal spot for boxing, as Phoenix hits the curb of death there on the inside, goes out wide. I didn't catch it, but I saw on the minimap they were going side by side. It looks like Phoenix got the better of Panicoy. So Phoenix has the right to fight it, because remember, he is trying to win this race as well, as he's repairing his front wing. Trophy has front wing damage. So that's why perhaps he went out wide. So does Lepson. He also has front wing. I'm confused, but he's went onto the mediums trophy, so he's going to see if he can make those stick to the end. Phoenix, remember, he's on a 2-stop, so yes, a lot of things could be different at the end of the race. I'm not going to start predicting everything or commentating on everything to see where everyone in that position is. I think it's just best if we let it play out and see what happens. So the keyboard pleb of Doro Sab, I'm calling him keyboard pleb, and if he's not keyboard pleb, I will be very disappointed. But the quick guy, nonetheless, is now approaching on the back of Pixel. And if he is on keyboard, keeping up with Pixel is no slouch. Pixel is a quick driver. And I believe, is it? Yeah, it is Pixel. My Pixel. I say my Pixel. He was my teammate in the first ever league that I raced in VRL. He was a good teammate. Learned a lot from him. And yeah, now seeing Pixel race is quite fun to see. Anyways, that is my life story as DS boxes. I'd say Maple will probably do the same. Hey, no, he continues. Maple continues. He won't do the same. He's looking to stretch out those softs as long as he can. Stropey gets a 3-second time penalty. He's looking to get those softs last as long as he possibly can. So like that, he can perhaps go on mediums. Or 10 gets a 3-second time penalty. He could go on mediums if he stays out till lap 12, to be fair. I don't think making 19 laps stick will be ideal. But now we have Mars, who's very much in the back of Pixel. Not anymore though, after mounting that turn 1 curve. So we'll go for the back, and we'll see if Trophy comes under pressure from Droseb. He's on the fresher mediums Trophy, so you'd expect him to run away from these guys. However, the DRS train and Trophy being stuck behind these slower drivers of Mars, it doesn't help at all, as Jack looking very lively on the back of Mars. As he looks to the inside and double left-hander, gives space Mars, but it's a very awkward corner to be going down the inside as he sneaks it, and Mars gets the poor traction on the curb, and looks like he's going to get gobbled up by I think he's just laying them by because on fresh tires it doesn't see why he should be fighting this. Oh god, as loses the back end, so now we'll look at see if Dropey can do anything as Maple boxes this lap. So that will be see, he goes on the hard, so he's really going late on this tires as Jack unfortunately loses the position and will fall back. Right. Now we have a yellow flag. Oh, no idea what that was. Is that DS who might have spun mechanically? Not quite sure. It's weird. There's a Ferrari who spun actually there. Who the heck is that? Is that Kalini? It's actually DNF there. Surprised it's not a safety car. If it is, it will be nice for it to happen now, because Phoenix could. Nope, no safety car. That was weird. Oh, a bit of a mistake there from Lepson as goes into the pits. Wait, Lepson goes into the. Oh right, he's on 10 lap mediums. So yeah. So he will be going on the hard combo tires. Pixel gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding a bit. Oh yeah, I forgot Pixel did his drive-through penalty. He didn't box, so that's unfortunate. So yeah, Pixel really in a bad position in this race. Has a move up. Oh god, as Pandakoi loses the back end and he is spun. So we caught on, unfortunately, all of that. So he's gonna lose time, and he is very warm, and he gets a 3-second time penalty. That will definitely be removed. Can guarantee you that. As further back down the grid, we have Lipson in R10. So everyone is pretty far back from each other. Alright, there's a Maple who has come out to the pits last lap. He's now sending his sights to catch up, but Phoenix, who is, yes, on the softs, he is running away, and he's 10 seconds in front of DS. Needs to be at least 18 if he wants to cover a second pit stop window, so he's not far doing that, but it's going to be quite difficult to see what exactly he will be able to do. Smart gets a 3-second time penalty. A lot of people are getting 3-second time penalties. DS is the only front runner to not have one. Strategy will play a big part in this race. Let's move back to some action. Pankoi and Mars getting at it. The Pankoi has made in front of Mars, as you can obviously see. So, as he moves further forward, trying to see if there's not that many people or close to each other. Not dissing everyone, but just saying. There we go. Lepson and R10 getting close to each other. And so Phoenix, I'd probably say, will box at around lap. When did he box? He boxed lap 7. So I'd say in the next couple laps he will box to go on the mediums, and he will be flying at the end of it. Do keep in mind he has this 3-second time penalty though. So we will be struggling quite a bit. Lepson trying to catch up to the back of R10. He's still on the DRS, but he can't get in front, unfortunately. Let's see if he can get him. Maybe no, he's definitely not going to get him this race. He's lost quite a bit of time there, so I'd say probably that move seems to be done, but now we have a 3-way battle between Pixel, Futuristic, and Lepson. So now we have to see what these three can do, see if we can get a bit of action from these 3. Oh, as it goes wide is Lepson, and he gets overtaken by a Pixel, and he actually has front wing damage now. So he is going to essentially be out of this battle. So now we'll go up in front, Pixel using his DRS to get in the DRS zone. DRS detection point is here, so don't know if he was in there. Let's see if anyone, these are the closest people on the field. He's made it into the DRS, so now it's just a case if he can actually catch up. His Panacois retires, and there is a safety car. He is died at the final corners, so now Phoenix, who has just boxed to put on a fresh set of mediums, has found himself not in the best of positions, because now that I think about it, he won't be a lot of people in front now, like DS, Dropey, Jack, Latozzi, could all go on the medium tires as well, and basically put Phoenix's advantage to be next to nothing now. So let's see whether or not if DS boxes. It would be the smart choice to box. He does. Let's see if Tropey follows him in. Tropey does follow him in, and he gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit line. So he needs to hope for his sake that they serve the penalty in the pits. He goes on the softs. He's going very aggressive on this. A lot of people are going on the softs. It will be risky. Let's see if they could pull it off though, as Phoenix stays out. So now he's put himself even in a worse position, because now he needs to fight off people on soft tires. So Tropey has 8 seconds, Phoenix has 3. DS has none. Maple has come into the pits, has put on a fresh set of mediums. Tire I thought would be the best tire, but apparently not. So there will be a 10-lap sprint race, it seems, by the end of this race. While there's a safety car, I'm going to drink some water, because I need my water. Alright. So safety car will probably be not at the end of next lap. Now you look at it, Darius is quite far behind. The soft runners at the front will get a good initial run. I'd probably say after that though, I'd probably say around lap 26, the mediums will definitely be the quickest tire. Just the case if Phoenix can stay within, since he has the 5-second time penalty. See if he could stay within 5 seconds of Dropey, Phoenix. Because right now Dropey, if he falls back those 8 seconds, he will be getting some serious points loss, and that could be crucial for the championship. So Tropey needs to run away as far as he can, so that he can limit the 5-second time penalty he has. But right now it doesn't look like the safety car will be in this lap. If it is, it's looking like Darius might be able to catch up by the end of this lap. Yeah, I say yeah, safety car will be in this lap. So from lap 20 to 29 we'll have a 10-lap sprint race. 10-lap sprint race on the softs, that is doable, considering if you can already make softs go 8 laps, it should be fine to make them go an extra 2, especially when they're fresher. It's just a matter of how much they could save those tires, because the more they wear them at the start, the more time they'll lose toward the end. But yeah, Phoenix will definitely be gobbled up by the soft runners at the start of the stint. Then it'll just be a case of trying to keep up with them, especially Dropey. As long as he can keep within 5 seconds of Tropey, We'll be jumping him. But Phoenix himself, with his 3-second time penalty, he needs to be careful that he doesn't lose out to anyone behind. As Darius just about catches up, he will have the warmest tires out of everyone, as safety car is indeed in this lap. So we will have a pretty intense battle. I'd probably say Phoenix will try and get away as quickly as possible, because you know that he cannot wait too long until straight, because DS and Dropey and Jack, all on softs, will get the better traction and will be able to jump him there. So probably the momentum-wise, you know, we'll be able to get him. I'd say the best place for Phoenix to restart the race will probably be around here, which he does. It looks like he has no, he hasn't restarted, and he has now, and it looks like Dropey is forced to lift, and he's going to lose quite a bit of time. But Phoenix, though, on the other hand, has managed to run away, and side by side, the two, the Mercedes and Racing Point. Oh god, Dropey actually almost gets DS into turn 1. There's a bit of action there going towards the back. We'll scooch on to that. There's no more action anymore. But crucially, we need to see when DS and etc. can get in front of Phoenix, because the quicker they get in front, the better. Especially, oh, Dropey, you don't want to be doing that. Especially Dropey, considering his 8 seconds of time penalties. He needs to get in front of Phoenix as soon as possible. But Phoenix was really quick, regardless of what tire he was on. He was extremely quick, so it won't be that easy, especially since DRS won't be enabled for the next 2 laps. So they're going to have to prey on pure traction and pure race pace to try and get in front. But moving up the grid, Mars, who didn't box, who stayed on the hards, he's the only one on the hards, will be in a bad position himself. Mapo, who's in P6, might be able to jump a few people who have penalties in front, especially his teammate. But now DS is going to aim to get him by the end. He will get the better exits. Phoenix does use his overtake. Doesn't use his overtake anymore. DS sets the fastest lap with a 28.5. Oh, looked in the mirrors. Dropey getting very, very close. As Phoenix doesn't get the best of exits, and we'll look at the back. Pixel gets in front of Lepson, goes into the points, so redemption drive from him. Oh god, as he loses the back end. Moving up the grid, DS now very much closer to the back of Phoenix than he was last lap. Dropey didn't do the same mistake he did last round. So DRS is enabled next lap. If DS can get in front of Phoenix, I'd say before the end of next lap, because there are some pretty traction heavy corners coming up. So if he can get in front of him now, which will be the best place to get him, considering tire wear is everything up here, but he doesn't get him, unfortunately for him, as there's a big mistake from DS, very wide there, and he's lost 2 positions. Martin Pixel. Dropey not able to do much. If we look at the gap to leader, Dropey's in a dangerous position, because right now he'll be falling all the way down to P7, P6. So, oh god, as Dropey tries to go down the inside, thinks better of it. So Dropey needs to get a move on now, and use this DRS, and hopefully profit from the fighting in front, as Phoenix... Will he be able to get the DRS? No, it looks like the DS might just about be in the DRS zone limit place. He doesn't get the DRS. It looks like it's going to be Phoenix who gets the DRS. DS, it's crucial for DS to stay in front, because this softs ain't going to last too much longer. As DS on the fresher tires, they're running side by side. They're going to run side by side down here. That rarely goes well. And they're still side by side, and this is, I am so impressed by this, as he loses the back end, Phoenix, and they're still side by side going through here, and that has allowed Dropey now to say, hey, how you doing? I want some of this. But that has not allowed them to run away, because with penalties, I do remind you, he still won't be in a good position. And Phoenix looking to get back in front of DS. Does look like he will. He's going to try. Oh, that's going to compromise his line very badly, and that's going to allow Dropey maybe to say hello. So DS now is going to run away a bit, not by much. But this is crucial for both championships because I'd probably say now they'll be dropping back to P8. Phoenix will be fine. He only has the 3 seconds. Trophy has 8, so needs to get a move on ASAP. He's 7/10ths behind, and look at that. DS already almost a 10th behind, so it is crucial that look at that light splashing. That means he's out of ERS. So as long as Trophy can point his timing correctly with this overtake, as Maple gets in front Lutazi into turn 1, so Maple himself might be able to get some good points here. As spinning goes Lutazi, actually. He gets in front, but then he's spun, and he's broken his entire front wing, so that's ruined his race entirely. As I'm pretty sure he's going to retire from the session. I saw him in his AI car. But Maple right now, I believe he's in a provisional P safety car! Oh my god. This has changed the dynamic of the race. Why is there a safety car? Is it just because the front wing was out or something? That's so dumb. Why is there a that means that the leaders can now box for potentially fresher softs if they choose to. I'd probably say that'll be a smart decision. Or no, that won't be a smart decision actually. Phoenix is going to stay out. But now this benefits the soft runners because now they'll be able to run 2 laps cooler under the safety car. And the safety car will probably restart lap 25. For lap 25, I'd probably say. Like at the end of next lap probably we'll get the safety car in this lap. Actually no. Probably, I don't know. It's going to be strategy, like right now can still be a big factor. Phoenix is staying out for sure, he's on the mediums. But DS people on the softs, will they stay out or will they go in for a fresh set of softs? DS is going to box, he's not going to box. Phoenix will box, he fakes it. No one boxes. It's very risky to do that, to be fair, because just in case if you know, the game decides to give you a quick penalty. Mars boxes, he's on the hards, might as well. Nothing to lose. There's also Dorsab, and obviously Latazi with the broken front wing. Safety car won't be in this lap, so probably lap 26. Oh, that is a fight, yeah. So I'd say lap 26 will restart. Won't be at the end of this lap. So 26, 27, 28, 29. So that'll be 4 laps. 4 lap sprint race, and with DRS on the last lap. So DS is looking for a good chance to win this race. Trophy though, he's gonna lose mad positions, and Maple is in a net P3, I believe. So you know, Maple's championship right now is looking really good. He has no penalties. He's on the medium tires. You know, he's just chilling. And really, right now, all he has to do is just keep it clean until the end of the race, and he will be in a good position. Alright, and safety car isn't in this lap. It might be, to be fair. If Dorsab catches up now, like in about 3 seconds, it might be able to restart. Dorsab, no, definitely not going to restart at the end of this lap. It's a bit late for that. Alright. Water. Oh! Collision. That's gonna be 5 seconds, right? It's gotta be 5. Yep, that's gonna be 5 seconds for Jack. Did Dropey gets one as well. Oh my god, his penalty. What's the penalty situation like? Now. At 13 seconds. Yeah, okay, Dropey's out of the points. But that will definitely removed. So he's still on 8 seconds. Jack's as well. I don't think little taps are fair to get penalties, to be honest with you. So I'd say that those will probably get removed. So don't worry about those, you two. But safety car will be in this lap. And now it's going to be a sprint race. So 8 and 3 seconds are the penalties up front. Maple is looking set for a podium. If you can get in front of Jack, he will be in an even better position. As Dropey gets a 5-second time penalty. Oh my god. Dropey spun. Oh my god, no way. Dropey's out of this race. He's essentially out. Oh my god. That's so. Oh my god, everyone's getting penalty. DS has a penalty. What the heck has happened? It's chaos at the safety car restart, but nonetheless, we're going green. As DS is an AI, it looks like, and he's gone. Ooh, will he be able to get him just? And it looks like Phoenix is gonna have the better run into turn 1. They're already side by side. Maple is looking for a potential win in this race. Dropey now, his championship, he has retired from the session, so he's getting 0 points in this race. So with Maple and Phoenix looking to jump Dropey by 15, 18 points in the championship, I say Dropey's championship, championships will be hindered quite severely there by Dropey. But nonetheless, there's still a fight going on for the lead. There's still stuff. Phoenix has a legitimate 3-second time penalty, so Maple is in a net P2. So long as he could stay with them for the next 3 races, he'll be fine. But that is a must. He needs to stay within 3 seconds. The DS, his 5 seconds will probably be removed. But I don't know. Maple will be happy to see a cross line first, but that penalty is a bit dodgy. Darius gets a 3-second time penalty. He's already a second behind the top 2, so he just needs to stay, remember, 3 seconds. And as futuristic, by the way, with the guy who spun and got a drive-through penalty is now P4, actually P3. Oh god, a big squeeze there from Jack. It's actually in a net P. I don't know what net he's in. I don't care about nets anymore. Looks like the Williams is in a Mercedes sandwich. Moving up, R10 and Lepson going side by side. Looks like they're still gonna go side by side through here. Please be clean. It is clean. No one died. Moving up the. Jesus, as Mars goes for a big dive down. Darius gets the doesn't get the move done. Spun and oh god, he almost loses his rights. He doesn't get any wing damage, but that was very weird. Maple is 1.5 seconds away from a P2, and it could be crucial jumping Phoenix in the championship standings. It could be crucial for his championship just to be, that little edge in front. Those 3-4 points, considering how close these 3 are in the championship, could be the difference in between the championship and P1 or P2. Dorsab gets another 3-second time penalty. We're heading into the penultimate lap of this race. DRS is enabled, so Maple now will be losing time hand over fist on all straights, losing at least 2/10 each straight because of the DRS. But now we'll have to see, can Phoenix get in front of DS, because he needs to get in front of DS and gap him by 3 seconds, because DS doesn't have his time penalty technically. It's just weird thinking about all these different time penalties and different ifs and buts and what you know, this and that. It's just, you know, let's just watch the race and then we'll see when the standings come out how it's affected people's races on track. And looks like DS is going to win this race. It's gonna be weird even to commentate saying DS, although he drops back down to like P3. He has won this race because of the penalty. But Maple now is managing to stick within the 3 seconds comfortably of Phoenix. He has one more lap to not lose 1.1 seconds. And this straight, though, is going to be what hinders Maple a bit, because this straight alone, they'll probably gain 3-4 tenths on him. As long as Phoenix doesn't get himself another 3-second time penalty, he'll be fine. But now, the final lap of this race, both very low on ERS. They're both even on ERS now, so it's just going to be purely who has the most straight line speed. As Phoenix goes around the, doesn't manage to make it stick, actually loses the back end, it loses everything. That means that Maple now will be able to get a bit closer. As down for the back, sorry, we have Mars and we have the Ferrari and AlphaTauri getting at it. Gets in front and very clean. I saw Phoenix actually went a bit wide there. Two Mercedes switch positions, but they're still side by side at the back. But yeah, okay, we'll watch that. Sorry, Mars makes it in front of Lepson and Dorsev and fighting for a P10 spot here. Darius and Jack fighting off for positions as well. Darius gets in front, and now Phoenix really only has one more attempt to get in front of the McLaren driver. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that, so DS, his 5-second time penalty will not count, but Maple looks like he's going to be jumping Phoenix, but now he just needs to get the best exit possible, but he has that 3-second time penalty, so it's going to be difficult. DS, from start, a very surprising pole position that I was not expecting to happen, has led this race from start to finish almost, and he's going to come across the line. Victory here in Bahrain goes to DS. On track, yes, but Maple is going to win the race on penalties. But he goes P2. So really, right now the standings is DS, Maple, and Phoenix on the podium, with Futuristic in a very solid P4, considering how the drive-through penalty and I believe the front wing damage at one point. So very cool turn of events, as he gets driver of the day by the game. So yeah, good stuff from him. But DS should be at the top of that podium, at least from what you can imagine. A quick selfie there from the man. Quick handshake, fist pumps, points, and then the champagne. Anyways, so that's been your Bahrain Grand Prix. Very intense and very cool. Bahrain, cannot deny. So here we go. So DS, Maple, and Phoenix in that order should be on the podium like that. Then we have Futuristic, Pixel, Lepson, R10. I believe Jack should be up there as well because he got 2 10-second time penalties. He finished P5, so let's give that to him. Pixel P6, Lepson P7, R10 P8, Darius P9, Doro in P10, Mars P11, he stays P11, Dropey with unfortunate DNF, Suzuki, Tuzzy, Pandakoi, Kalini, Poofy Waffles, and Fox. So that's been your Bahrain Grand Prix. I've enjoyed that one. That was actually really cool. And we'll see you guys next week in Baku. Bye.